Think about the most productive, best day you've had in terms of, your gym, fitness, self-improvement, business, school, studies, career. All right, just your most productive day ever. For me personally, it was definitely one of those days which started at 4 a.m. Set an alarm. I woke up, I got straight to work, and the rest of the day was great, productive. Had a great workout, got to bed early. Now think about a day which I know you've had, which I also get sometimes, which is where you feel incapable of doing the work. You feel incapable of eating healthy and you feel incapable of getting the stuff done that you need to do. Do you know why that is? And then I want you to think, what time did that day start? And it was likely 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m., even maybe 2. Why is it that the days that we wake up later on, we have worse days? This is the question that I want to ask you. And this boils down to the kind of idea of setting frame for your day. Okay, so maybe in dating you've heard of the idea of setting frame, which is basically you have your core beliefs, you have your core values, you put them in place, you make them clear, and you stand by them. You don't break frame. You don't basically like cheat on your own belief system. You don't basically tolerate stuff which isn't, part of your values. All right, that's setting frame and holding frame. But the exact same concept can be applied to your diet, your productivity, and just getting shit done in general. All right. So another example for me is if I wake up early and I fast in the morning, just have like black coffee, I get amazing work done. And then usually around 11 o'clock, I will go downstairs and I will make eggs, I'll make sourdough, and then basically just like a shitload of butter. That's the meal that I love to eat, and I eat it basically every single day. The days that my first calorie intake is that meal, I eat so much healthier than the days that I don't. So as an example, one day I was in Thailand a couple months back. I was staying in Chiang Mai for a few days. And I started the day with a lemon tart. So instead of having my usual breakfast, which would have been egg, sourdough, maybe some beef, it started with a lemon tart. And for the rest of that day, it was a blur, but I remember I just ate absolute shit. Like the worst diet imaginable. Like I got this massive Nutella crepe, which was like bigger than my face, like double the size of my face. And I ate the entire thing. I had like milkshake. I don't even remember the details of exactly what I ate, but I just remember it was an absolutely horrible day of eating. Like my sugar intake was crazy. And when you feel sick, I don't know if anyone else has this, maybe this is just me because I have a crazy junk food addiction if I let myself fall into it, but basically like I was eating it and it felt horrible, but you feel like you have to take the next bite. Like I don't know if anyone else has like is prone to junk food addiction and they're watching this video, you know exactly what I mean, but it's like, let's say you take like a piece of the chocolate from the bag, right? It tastes quite good, but then you feel like shit. But you only feel like shit when you're not taking the next one. So you only feel okay when you've got the next piece in your mouth. And then the second it's gone, you feel like shit. So you basically have to keep eating to feel okay. But obviously, it's just like the blood sugar spikes and a whole bunch of other shit, I'm sure. But to put it simply, you just feel like shit unless you eat the shit, which makes you feel more shit. And then you just like spiral. And that's basically how I felt that day. And it was like, no matter what I did, I just couldn't eat healthy. Because I started my day with the wrong frame. The frame that I approached my day was negative. It was with a lemon tart, which was delicious, by the way. I would recommend. I don't remember what cafe it was, but it was a very nice place. But started my day with the complete wrong frame. Now it's completely different if you have a full day of healthy eating and at dinner, after dinner, maybe out at a nice restaurant, you have a little lemon tart because it's at the end of your day. But starting your frame, setting the frame for your day with bad food means that for the rest of the day you'll eat bad food. But if you set the frame for the day with healthy food, by eating the good foods first thing in the morning, having a good solid breakfast high in protein with good carbohydrates, chances are, not 100%, but 95% of the time you will just be inclined to eat healthier throughout the day and you'll stick to your diet. You'll actually achieve your weight loss goals, your weight gain goals, whatever it is, you'll actually be able to do it. because you set the frame for the day. Okay? So that's diet. But back to productivity, right? It's like if you wake up late, you basically feel like half the day's already gone. You wake up at 2 p.m. I mean, mate, it's already evening time basically. Like you're on the end of your day. It's almost running out. Your time's gone. Obviously, you're not then gonna go and lock in. I mean, maybe some people will. Maybe. But chances are, you're like you. It's just biologically wrong. Like you're waking up so late. So all you're gonna say to yourself is like, oh well, okay, well I woke up late today, so I'm not really gonna do much. It's kind of the day's over anyway. On the other hand, you wake up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., even 7 a.m. You're waking up at the start of the day. And you can see all of these hours, 12, 14, 16 hours you have ahead of you. And you can do whatever you want with them. So if you start with a good task as well, like you start by doing your work, you hop on a sales call maybe, if that's the work you do, a bit like me. Like you have some stuff to do, you record a YouTube video, you're gonna have a much better day. And you're gonna stick to your schedule. All right, I have my schedule written out on the wall. All right, my schedule starts at 4 a.m. Today I woke up at 5. And my schedule was fucked. It was fucked. I didn't stick to it. 5 a.m. is still pretty solid to wake up at, right? But it wasn't part of my schedule. So my frame should have been 4 a.m. But I woke up at 5, so I'd already broken my frame. And I did get some work done in the morning. I did some solid work for a few hours. But honestly, the rest of the day was pretty trash. And unscheduled and just floating around. I didn't really know what to do. I was just bouncing around, eating food, doing a bit of work here, watching a TV show. Like, what am I doing, man? Like, this is what happens when you don't set your frame for the day properly. Okay, so your diet, your routine, all right? Setting frame is the most important thing that you can do. Because it is true that your morning will determine your day. The first 20 minutes, 60 minutes of your day will determine the trajectory of that day. So if you wake up, this is another great example. Let's say you wake up and your phone's next to you, which is horrible for the radiation for your brain, by the way. But let's say it's like on the floor or something. It's nearby, it's within reach, okay? You don't need to get out of bed. You reach, grab your phone, probably end up scrolling. You say you're going to check one message, right? Look, I'm not saying it's just you, it's me too, all right? You say you're going to check one message or something, and you scroll, and you watch a video, you read like a post in like a school community. If you want to join mine, top link in the description, completely free to join. And you just end up scrolling, you just end up doing shit. The rest of your day will be horrible. If you haven't experienced this before, if you ever do, like I hope you never have to, but it's horrible. Because the frame you've started your day on is just a massive artificial dopamine spike of social media. Think about how unnatural that is, right? You wake up in the morning, a new day, a fresh day. And instead of going outside into the sunlight, or like meditating, or writing down your ideas, or getting to work and actually building some shit in your life, you look at someone else's life. That's the first thing you do. Like, come on, that's some like low tier activity right there. Like you're basically saying that this person's life is more important than yours. You have your entire day, which is your life is just comprised of days, right? Your entire day, your entire life ahead of you. Instead of choosing to live your life, you're gonna look at someone else's highlights and just look at their life. Like, what's the idea there, right? Like obviously, that's the worst way you can start your day. And it will show throughout the rest of your day. You will have a horrible rest of your day because of the fact that your frame was set so poorly. All right, this is how your day starts. The rest of your day, the trajectory will be exactly the same. Even if for whatever reason you get a bit of work done, the average across your day will be trash because that's how you started it. On the other hand, you wake up. My phone stays on my desk over here. Basically, I have my bed there. You can't see it on the camera. I'm recording on my MacBook for whatever reason. So I have my bed there. I have my desk here. I have my phone on the far end of my desk. I have to physically stand up to get my phone. Like I can't reach, no matter what you try. All right. So I have to get up. So I switch off my alarm, which is on my phone. Probably I should get a physical alarm clock, but I feel like they don't really work. I don't know. I like to set multiple alarms, but maybe that's a cope. Anyway. switch off my alarm, and I'm already up. All right. And then I have my book here. I preset my phone. So basically, like, let's say like you open Spotify, right? And then you switch off your phone. When you open it, it'll be on Spotify. So what I do is I open my meditation app and then I close it. So I open my phone after, waking up, switching off my alarm, and it's already on the meditation app. Okay, 5 minutes, done. It's just, you make it so easy for yourself, all right? Whereas if your phone's in bed, it's so easy for you to pick it up and scroll. If you do it like this, it's so easy to just pick up your phone and meditate. A few minutes. First thing in the morning, you have such high willpower. It's just like you can just do it, all right? And then I have my book right there. And I gratitude journal. Talk about what I'm grateful for in my life. A great practice. I love doing it. It's quite nice. And my book's right there, so it's easy. And then my laptop's here, my monitor's here, my desk is here. Okay, I'll just get to work. Because I'm already here. I've already done it, right? Have my water bottle already filled up from the night before. I drink the whole water bottle. Bang, hydration. Once I've finished my water bottle, I need to fill it back up. I go downstairs. Oh, well, that's where the coffee pot is. So now I make my coffee. So I obviously don't fall asleep because I am slightly caffeine reliant. All right. This is called habit stacking. And this is part of setting your frame. It's part of your routine. For me, I have my routine written on the wall. I follow it. Apart from today, which, this is why I'm making this video. This is the reflection that I've had. All right. So this is basically how it goes. You want to habit stack. You want to make it so much easier to do what you actually need to be doing, what you actually introspectively want to do, rather than just picking up your phone and scroll, eating some shit breakfast, which means you have a horrible diet for the rest of the day, right? This is how you start your day. This is how you program your routine and you actually stick to it. You make it easy, you make it simple, and then you just do it. I meditate, I gratitude journal, I do some work, I drink my water bottle runs out, I go downstairs to fill it up in the water machine downstairs, the dispenser, I make a coffee. I drink my coffee, have an energy boost, come back and work. The sun rises, and the sun rises quite late over here. I live in Malaysia. Sun rises around 6:50, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. you go outside for a walk. Get the morning sunlight in your eyes, resets your circadian rhythm, reinforces the fact that you're the type of person that will wake up early, alright? Also, I found, this is another thing, the days where I go outside and have a walk early in the morning, as early as possible, right, when there's sunlight, which is around 7, have a much better day. Genuinely, like triple. Like the quality of your life triples when you start it with a walk. And let's say I'm waking up at 4 or 5, like it's not feasible to go out. I have done runs before, like those times, but if I actually want to go out and get some sunlight, the earliest you can do it is around 6:50, 7 o'clock. So I do a couple hours of focused work, my morning routine obviously, which I kind of just detailed, and then I go out and walk. This is the perfect frame for my day. Think about it. I'm fasted. I've gotten work done. I'm grateful. I'm aware. I'm intentional because of the meditation. I go on this walk. I'm in nature. Sun in my eyes. When I come home, imagine the clarity and clear-mindedness that I have. You're not going to sit down and start scrolling when you set up your day like this. You're not going to sit down and switch on Netflix when this is the morning that you've had. All right? This is the only way to feasibly get into a good routine and to actually get the stuff done that you want and need to get done. All right? You have to build a routine like this. I've just explained mine. Adopt mine. Mine is very simple and it's great. It works. All right? But the days that I don't stick to it, the day I skip one step, wake up 30 minutes late, 1 hour later, the whole day's gone. Because this is me setting my frame. This 1 hour in the morning, the first hour of my morning is me setting my frame. And when I set the frame properly, I want to train hard. I want to eat healthily. I want to only spend time with good people. I want to make the most of my day. All right? But if you roll out of bed 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you go straight on your phone and just start scrolling, look at other people's lives. By the time you get out of bed, what are the chances you're gonna do anything? The sun's already setting, mate. Like, you're not gonna have a good day and you're not gonna get anything done. Okay? I'm recording this on photo booth. Sometimes it will just completely delete the file, so it's like a 50-50 if this video will actually get made, but... Get a phone call, sorry. But this is how you set a frame, okay? It's what you have to do. This is what will get you results in your life. You have to do it. Because otherwise, what do you have? You're nothing without your frame. And I don't mean frame in terms of like your physique, all right? I mean frame in terms of your mentality and the lens that you're looking at the world. When you set up your frame correctly, you have a good day. When you have multiple good days of frame in a row, the chances of you getting consistent with a simple routine like what I've just explained is so much more likely, all right? Good days comprise good weeks comprise good months make a good year, and good years make a good life. It's that simple, okay? So the next time you think about building a routine, make it simple, make it consistent, and make sure you're setting the frame for a good day. Don't start your day with shit food, with waking up late, with watching shit content. Start your day on a good note, and the rest of your day will be great. If the rest of your days are great, you'll have a great week, great month, great year, great life. Okay? Set the frame for your life, stick to it, and you'll find it so much easier to build momentum and do all the habits, to train consistently, to eat a healthy diet, to achieve all of your goals, and to actually get some work done, and to actually fucking move forward. All right? This is setting the frame. Make sure that you're doing it with your diet, training, lifestyle, work, and you'll be good. All right, if you want my help in implementing this, join my free community at the top link in the description. Completely free to join. Get my help in there. More details below. Click the link. All right, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe. Bye-bye.